is it hard to recognize when someone is in a freeze response? And I think that's a great question, and I'm so glad you bring it up, because I just did some trauma work with someone a couple of weeks ago where I didn't recognize a freezing response. And all of a sudden, recognizing it made a huge difference. And I can share that case example with you. And so I was working with a client of mine, reprocessing her childhood trauma about what it was like for her when she came home and had to face her mother. And we were working with the image and the bodily sensations predominantly. And she started to describe tingling in her left arm to me. And I mistakenly thought that, this was related to anxiety she was experiencing. And so, I kept telling her to focus on the tingling in her left arm, and nothing happened. It didn't increase, it didn't decrease. We were sort of looping, and nothing was changing. And I thought, I wonder whether something else is going on. And so this was after quite a while. We were probably processing this for about 30 minutes. And then I thought to myself, I wonder if this tingling is related to a freezing response, because I know a lot of my clients sometimes describe having tingling associated with a freezing response. So I asked her during the trauma processing, do you think this tingling may be related to your left arm feeling frozen? And she said, oh, yeah, absolutely. And I said, oh, okay. I said, now, I just want you to notice your left arm and just follow your left arm and see whether it wants to engage in a movement at all. Because, of course, the goal when you're in a frozen state or a state of tonic immobility is to get the part of the body moving again, right? And so she noticed her left arm and she said, yeah, it wants to go like this. So I said, okay, just follow your left arm and just follow the motion it wants to engage in. And so she did this for a while, just moving her left arm. And then also her right arm started touching the left arm and started exerting pressure on the left arm. And after about 20 minutes of more trauma processing, those sensations of tingling had resolved. So I think we just have to be really mindful that, tingling, which is so often associated with anxiety, can also be associated with tonic immobility. And so for me to recognize that allowed the trauma processing to continue. If I hadn't recognized that, we would have just gone in circles.